Hey everybody, it's Coach Shawn here from Inspired Life Fitness, and I just wanted to take you through some real basic things that you can integrate into your day daily that'll allow you to really get pain out of your body, start to move more freely, and just feel better about yourself. You know, as we age into our 40s, 50s, and beyond, one of the things that I often hear from people is just aches and pains that creep up on people that start to kind of prevent them from doing the things they love and enjoy most. And one of the things that I find is oftentimes things start in our feet, our hands, hips, shoulders, and then obviously breath is all very important. So thinking about all of those topics, I'm going to give you a few tips on each of those so that you can integrate them into your day and really just start to feel better. And if you spend 5-10 minutes doing each of these things daily throughout the day, I promise you, if you do this daily, 3, 4, 5 days a week, you're going to feel much better. So to start with, while you're brushing your teeth every day, this is 3 different densities of balls. So you have a light, a medium, and a heavy. If you want a link, I can send you on Amazon. You can get 6 balls for $8.99. Then you and your husband or your kids or whatever can do all of this, right? So this is going to be your lightest ball. It's going to actually depress pretty easily. Medium ball's got a hole in it because Rogue put a hole in it, so it depresses a little bit easier than it should. And then this is your hard ball. And I've been doing this for a long time, so I can stand on this ball and both feet and really get pressure into it on the arch of the foot, because I've spent a lot of time working on this stuff. Because as I got into my early 40s, what I was experiencing was a lot of pain in my body, in my hips, in my neck, shoulders, etc. Not only from working out, but just from daily activity. So what I want you to do is, while you're brushing your teeth, most people have an electric toothbrush, 2 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes at night. If you get really high speed, you can do 4 minutes in the morning, 4 minutes at night, both feet. But what I want you to do while you're on the brushing your teeth is I just want you to stand on the arch of your foot, and you're going to experience some discomfort, right? But you want to be able to get, over time, be able to get all of your weight onto that arch of your foot, and you can kind of roll it back and forth and just breathe into that discomfort. Once you no longer have discomfort, you're probably at a place that you should be. Nike, Hookah, all of these people, they've done a great job of figuring out how to accommodate people's poor dysfunction in their feet and allow them to feel better, but it's not fixing the root cause. So the other thing I highly recommend is just a basic flat shoe. No lifted arch, and it allows your foot to actually become stronger, and it works its way up your body. Oftentimes the pain that people have in their knees, their hips, etc., are a result of footwear over time, which I actually wore the shoes that Mr. Spencer's got on there for a really long time, and I can't wear them anymore because I've actually worked on fixing my feet. So with that being said, by doing this day and night, over the course of, a week, a month, a year, whatever that looks like, you're going to feel a lot better and start to allow your body to function better. When we go to the top of the body, oftentimes things that people experience is stuff in their wrists, in their hands, etc. Think about when you were a kid. You spent a lot of time probably hanging from bars, reaching up and just decompressing your body, right? The strength of your hands, we're only as strong as our weakest link, right? So if your hands can't support the weight of your body and you can't hold a bar, you can't just hang for 60 seconds, that's something to work up to. There's actually a direct correlation to your ability to hang off of a bar for 60 seconds or more and longevity and lifespan. Look it up. So as we kind of move down the body, like I said, we're looking at hands, feet, hips and shoulders, and then breath, right? So when we start to think about our hips, right, one of the best stretches that I can recommend doing, and oftentimes when people do mobility stuff, they call this a couch stretch. So what you want to be able to do is you can do it on the front part of your couch. It's going to be about this height, maybe a little bit lower, but somewhere around that 15 to 20 inches. You want to drop your knee in with that foot back on the base of the couch, and with your couch, your knee's probably going to touch the ground, so it's going to make you feel a little bit better. Most people are probably going to be here as they start. As you work yourself up, you're going to be able to get your knee straight down into the ground, your torso and body straight up and pushing, and you should feel the stretch through here, but you should also activate the psoas, right? So that you're pulling that forward and you're lengthening out the body. By doing this stretch for about 90 seconds to 3 minutes each side, one time daily, you'll start to experience a lot less pain and discomfort in your hips. As you progress, one of the things that I would recommend or that you can do, you can actually just use a wall. You come straight down the wall and you press yourself all the way up against the wall. You'll probably find that your right or your left side is tighter than the other. Oftentimes my left side is far tighter than my right side. Actually, right now my left side feels better than my right side. But these are all things that I work on doing on a pretty regular basis. I would say I do these movements and exercises at least 3 or 4 days a week. Again, 90 seconds to 3 minutes. Don't do a stretch like this right before you work out. At a long duration, you want to do more dynamic stretching before you work out, but this is a great stretch after you work out or before you go to bed or first thing when you get up in the morning. As we get into the shoulders and neck, this is another place that people experience a lot of discomfort. Hanging will help solve a lot of this stuff. Like I said, where you're just hanging here, you're hanging like so, you're twisting at the joints, right? Your joints are designed to move in multiple planes of motion, and most people's hips and shoulders move at like 30 to 50% of their maximum capacity, and that again causes discomfort, works its way up the body, works its way down the body. The other place that I find people often experience discomfort, and a lot of what posturing creates for people is that we develop breath patterns, and those breath patterns are developed based on experience, right? We oftentimes spend a lot of time in fight or flight mode, right? And so that fight or flight mode is that we're running for bears and tigers, and that's not what we're doing, right? We need to calm the system, calm the nervous system, and the body needs to know that we can get into a relaxed position and it's okay to be there. So as you start to work on mobility, as you start to work on freeing your hips up, freeing your shoulders up, getting your feet and your wrists and your hands and all those things to move properly, one of the things I highly recommend is concentrating on your breath, okay? So as you go into this shoulder stretch, you're gonna loop or thread the needle underneath your body. So right side underneath your body, you're gonna reach out with that opposite hand, and then you're gonna bring that right leg. So if you're threading the needle from the right to the left side, you're gonna bring that right knee up to the body, place the forehead against the ground, and be at a 90 degree with that threaded needle, threaded arm under your body, and that opposite hand reaching above. This movement of your leg up your body is gonna intensify that stretch. And oftentimes what I see is people's arms move out from underneath their body because they don't have the flexibility in their shoulder that they should have. So play around with that. And as you're in this position, again, really focus on your breath. So again, right side, left side, I would recommend if you're looking to really open things up, 90 seconds to 3 minutes each side. So you'll go the other side, you're gonna thread the needle through, you're gonna come in, drop in, and again, into that breath. And then lastly, the thing I encourage everybody to do, mental health is a topic of, it's actually really near and dear to me. And when you think about how you get stress and trauma and all those things out of your body, a big part of doing that is breath work, right? Think about a big deep breath in, either in through the nose or in through the mouth, and then a slow exhale. That's the easiest, simplest way to start to get trauma out of your body, whether that's physical, mental, or emotional. Your body has a story to tell. It's held in the tissue of your body, and if you can't get that stuff out, you're gonna continue to experience discomfort. So, as you focus on your breath, we have all these things going on in a day. I want you to just simply get into a lotus pose, right? If you guys have not done yoga or something like that, you're just in this cross-legged position like so. I want you to place your hands up against your chest, and I want you to press your hands and fingers against your chest, feeling your heartbeat, focusing on your breath, and thinking about nothing other than what your body's feeling and experiencing. Every thought that enters your mind during this time, I want you to allow it to move through you and get back into how your breath feels, how your body feels, and what you're doing to relieve that tension. As you focus on your breath, everything else will dissipate. And as everything else dissipates, you'll find yourself in a calm state where your brain is allowed to heal your body. Breath is the single most important thing you can do every day. We can live for 3 minutes without air, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks or more without food. But oftentimes, we find ourselves addicted to food, not drinking enough water, and not breathing properly. Again, calm your mind, focus on your breath. As you inhale, I want you to pierce your lips, push the tongue to the top of your mouth, seal your mouth, and inhale. 5.5 seconds to 6 seconds in. Pause at the top. Five and a half to 6 seconds out is considered the perfect breath. If you want any other tips, we'd be happy to help you. Our mobility workshops, my one-on-ones with both Tiffany and I, we can help you really learn and understand this stuff to understand yourself better and free yourself of pain, discomfort, and continue to do the things you love and enjoy most every day of your life.